Good morning. Today we are going to begin a new lesson from the book Vistas. The name of the lesson is Journey to the End of the Earth. It is written by Tishani Doshi. Tishani Doshi is a writer, poet, and dancer. She was born in Madras in the year 1975. She studied business administration and communications at Queen's College and gained a master's degree in writing seminars at Johns Hopkins University, Baltimore. She moved to London in the year 1999 and later she also became a freelance journalist, contributing to various newspapers such as The Guardian. Her essays, poems, and short stories have been widely acknowledged and people love it. The present lesson, Journey to the End of the Earth, is a travelogue. The narrator gives an account of a journey to Antarctica under the program Students on Ice, led by Geoff Green in the Russian vessel Academic Shokalsky. Under this program, high school students are taken to the end of the world and provided inspiring educational opportunities which will help them encourage in developing a new understanding and respect for our planet. It provides the students ample opportunity to understand how global temperature can be a big threat to human existence. This program also inculcates a new understanding in them. Geoff Green thinks that high school students are the future policymakers. He offers the future generations a life-changing experience at an age when they are ready to absorb, learn, and most importantly, act, and can help in saving the earth from ecological dangers and the effects of global warming. The narrator says, if we want to understand the earth's past, present, and future, Antarctica is a place to go. The study of this region is useful to us because the world's geological history is trapped in Antarctica. The author started her journey in a Russian research vessel called the Academic Shokalsky, which was bound for Antarctica. Her journey began 13.09 degrees north of the equator in Madras. She traveled over 100 hours in combination of car, airplane and ship before she set foot on the Antarctic continent. The purpose of the visit was to know more about Antarctica. The author stayed there for 2 weeks. It is a place which stores 90% of the Earth's total ice volumes. It has no trees, billboards or buildings. The visual scene ranges from the microscopic to the mighty. Days go on and on in the 24-hour austral summer light. Silence pervades everywhere. It is only broken by an avalanche. She wondered how there could have been a time when India and Antarctica were part of the same landmass. Geological phenomena helps us to know about the history of humankind. 650 million years ago, a giant southern supercontinent Gondwana did exist. It was centered roughly around present-day Antarctica. The climate was much warmer then. There were a wide variety of flora and fauna. Humans had not arrived on the global scene yet. Gondwana thrived for 500 million years. Then came the time when the dinosaurs were wiped out and the age of mammals began. At that time, the landmass was forced to separate into countries, shaping the globe much as we know it today. Climate change is one of the most hotly contested environmental debates of our time. The most hotly contested debate of our time is whether West Antarctica ice sheets will melt entirely or not. If we want to study the Earth's past, present and future, Antarctica is the place to go as it holds 500,000-year-old carbon records trapped in its layers of ice. Antarctica has a simple ecosystem and lacks biodiversity. It is the perfect place to study how little changes in the environment can have big repercussions. Scientists warn that a further depletion of the ozone layer will affect the lives of the sea animals and birds of the region. It will also affect the global carbon cycle. The burning of fossil fuels has polluted the atmosphere. It has created a blanket of carbon dioxide around the world. It is increasing the global temperature, which is visible at Antarctica when we see icebergs melting away. It shows how minor changes in the atmosphere can cause huge effect. If the global temperature keeps on increasing, the human race may be in peril. The author gives an example of phytoplankton to show how small changes in the environment can be threatening. The microscopic phytoplankton are single-celled plants. They nourish the entire Southern Ocean's food chain. They use the sun's energy to assimilate carbon and supply oxygen. Any further depletion in the ozone layer may affect this functioning and indirectly affect the lives of all marine animals. When the author returned, she was still wondering about the beauty of balance in play of our planet. Walk on the ocean was the most thrilling experience of the visit. All the 52 people on board put on breathable waterproof clothing and sunglasses. They climbed down the gangplank and walked on the ocean. They were walking on a meter thick ice pack. Under the ice pack there was 180 meters of living, breathing salt water. Seals were enjoying themselves in the sun on ice. The narrator was wondering about the beauty of the place. She finally wished it would become a warm place again as it used to be millions of years ago. If it happens, the results can be catastrophic. Now finally, we come to know that the lesson refers to the manner in which geological phenomena enables us to trace the history of mankind. It also tells us about the way in which land masses and countries are formed. The writer emphasizes the impact of human endeavor to dominate nature. It should be realized that exploration of its landmass under the ice cap will certainly level valuable information on the theory of birth and evolution of our planet and its association with the solar system. The challenge to the ecology of the world makes Antarctica a crucial place for study. The students on ICE program provide inspiring educational opportunities which help to foster an understanding and respect for our planet. The objective of taking children to Antarctica to teach them the importance of protecting the Earth's environment is laudable. So hence, we come to know that we should all play a vital role in protecting our Earth. That's all for the lesson. Thank you.